Bienvenidos and welcome. I hope you're having a good day, and I hope that you are having a good day where everything is trustworthy and truthful and no one hurts your feelings by telling you a lie. Now, have you ever told a lie? Of course you have. Don't say you haven't. We have all lied. We have all lied. I was the best person to ever come up with a lie when I was younger. I used to tell my family that I was going to start a business and call it Dial a Lie. I can't believe my mind sometimes. I actually am not a liar like that anymore. I have told some doozies, but I'm sure that they have all left my mind, my database in my mind. Thank goodness I don't remember any of them. I plead the fifth. So, in Proverbs 12:22, it says, "The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in people who are trustworthy." So, what does that mean? That means telling the truth, being honest, never lying. And it is easier to do as you get older because you really know it's not good to lie. Now, there used to be a kids thing growing up, and I don't know if any of you have heard this, but it's liar, liar, pants on fire, hanging by the telephone wire. While you're hanging, cut your hair and stick it down your underwear. Now, if anyone were to ever tell me that now, I'm sure I would look at them and hopefully laugh. I'm not sure, but anyway, back to lying. Now, did I lie to my mom and dad? Honestly, to my dad, I don't recall because I didn't know that I could lie until I was older. I know that makes no sense, but I didn't realize because I was always honest, and that's probably what got me in trouble. And that's probably what has gotten me in more trouble in my life is being honest with people. I know it has. But anyway, I say it like I see it, and I try to be polite about it, but sometimes it just doesn't come out that way. As for my dad, he passed away when I was 14, so I just don't remember lying to him. Then as my mom, it was impossible to lie to her. Why? She could tell if a person lied, even if she didn't know them. They could be talking to her and they'd walk up. She goes, they just lied to me. She just had this LIDAR. She knew when people were not telling the truth. And now I kind of can tell when people aren't telling the truth. As you get older, you just get it. The police department should have used my mom because she probably would have had many criminals to fess up a crime because you just didn't lie to mom. I have to say I hate to be called a liar because usually I don't lie. I can honestly say I don't lie. Well, I hate to be lied to by friends and family. And if you lie to me, make sure it's a really good lie and that I don't find out. Ugh, not good if I find out that you've lied to me. And sometimes the crazy thing is back to my dial a lie. I would actually have friends and family call me and say, I need a lie. And they'd tell me the situation, and I would say, okay, this is what you tell them. And usually they would go, and it wasn't a life-threatening lie or anything. It was just something to kind of tweak it. And I have actually never been much of a liar unless it was going to get me out of trouble. And that is what you call a gray lie. A gray lie. You're asking yourself, what the heck is that? Well, let me tell you, lies are so colorful. There are white lies, black lies, red lies, yellow lies, and gray lies, and probably a lot more lies in colors or colored lies. And we just need to do some research on that. Let me explain these lies to you. A white lie is a lie that is polite and tactful. When someone walks into the office and they have this new suit, And inside, you're like, whoa, what were they thinking getting that plaid suit? But you're polite and you say, oh, that looks great on you. And then under your breath, you say, if you were a clown. No, that's just being mean. I'm just kidding on that. Maybe I'm not. But anyway, that's a white lie. You might lie because you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Now, a black lie is something to gain personal benefit, to deceive someone. Let's say someone is up for a promotion. Someone is going to get the better buy on the car. So you lie to this person selling you the item, or you're up against for the supervisor and you lie to the person that's going to do the hiring about the other person. That is nasty. That's definitely a black lie. Just to get up to the next step on the ladder. A red lie is a spiteful and revenge to hurt someone lie. So this to me is what I would consider gossip. Gossip that is not true. Something that is just not true. And let's say your daughter is going to be head cheerleader, but you cannot stand her mother. So you go to the coach and say something spiteful about the family, something that's not even true. Now that's hurtful, and that is a red lie. I can honestly say I've never done that, but if I had, like I said, it left my mind database, and I'm thankful for that, and I hope I never did. A yellow lie is about a big thing. It's an important lie that it's potentially could save somebody's life. Like, let's say someone's thinking about jumping off a cliff, and you say, oh, but don't do it, because we are going to give you everything you want in life. Now that to me, that's just a big lie, but that's a yellow lie. These are true. You can look them up. And that's a yellow lie. And I would probably do a yellow lie if it's to save someone or save somebody's life. I would definitely do that. You see, that's why police have all these people that talk to other people to help them get through a horrible situation, to convince them, hey, you know what? It's not that bad. We're here to help you. So and they are professionals. They know how to do that. And then, of course, back to the gray lie. The gray lie is to help yourself get out of something. Driving 75 in a 45 miles per hour zone. But officer, I didn't see that. And I think my water broke. When you obviously are not pregnant, I don't think that one's going to work for you. But a gray lie is using something like, oh my gosh, my wipers went off and I lost contact of my mind for a minute. Okay, then he's probably going to haul you off. But anyway, those are the different types of lies. And I didn't know that there were so many. I mean, I knew people could lie, but I didn't know they all had little names of colors and what they meant. And yes, I did look those up on Google. And yes, you can Google it. Now, let's be honest. I hate being called a liar, and I do hate being lied to. And we all have said a few lies in our life. Hopefully nothing horrible that has gotten people in major trouble or anything. I hope not. And if you have, you really need to ask for forgiveness on that one, because that's not good. Now, here we go. Let's be honest about something. And it's about meeting people. You know, when you meet someone and you just hit it off. I mean, it could be at the park, it could be at a workplace, it could be at a party, it could be at the dog park, it could be at church. You're on a committee with someone and you just click. You two just hit it off. You just like you've known each other forever. And then one of you says, hey, let's exchange phone numbers. Oh, okay, great. You exchange phone numbers and you might wait a day or two and you call that person, or that person calls you. And you don't answer the phone because you know who it is, or you don't recognize the number. So the person calling you leaves you a message. Hey, this is Henry. I met you the other day at the park and our kids were playing. I was just wondering, hey, let's get together soon. Give me a call back. You never get the call back. Okay, not a problem. You wait another few days. This time you think, well, maybe they didn't recognize the number. I'm going to text them. So you text them. Hey, this is Henry. Let's get together. We met at the park the other day, and I think our kids really hit it off, and we seem to hit it off. Let's get together. Again, no reply. So at one point you start thinking, wait, am I being too pushy? Maybe I'll wait a couple of weeks. And you try again and still no reply. And finally you send the text of like, hey, this is me. I hope you're okay. We met. I will talk to you later. Basically, that ends the whole thing. Don't do this to people. This is what I'm saying. Let's just be honest. If you meet someone and you do the exchange thing because at that second or that moment you feel trapped that you have to do it, or you think, hey, that would be a great idea. Then you get home and you're like, oh, why did I exchange numbers? I don't want to go and meet that person. I don't know them that well. I know we got along. Don't do that. Just be honest. If you do exchange numbers, be honest and reply to them. Acknowledge the text. Acknowledge the call. And be upfront. No, don't say, oh, I don't think I really like you and I want to hang around you. I mean, don't do that. Just... This is where these little lies come in. A little white lie, a little gray lie. Let's not do any of the other colors. And just let them know, hey, I'm texting you to let you know. I've looked at my calendar and we're just really busy. So how about I try getting with you in a few months or a few weeks? And if you don't, you don't. Don't leave people hanging. I hate when people, well, actually, I don't do that a lot, like exchange numbers. But I don't like for people to do that. It's just rude. Or let's say, of course, Facebook. Let's get on Facebook and you friend them and then you're like, I don't really know if I want to friend them or not. Well, because when they ask if you're on Facebook, they're going to go hunt you down to see if you are or not. Just accept it. You don't need to converse with them if you don't want, but let that person know that, you know, you're busy. Tell them that little lie. You don't want to hurt someone's feelings. I don't like to hurt someone's feelings. And again, I have hurt many people's feelings because I am very verbal about certain things, but that's who I am. I have gotten better. But I bite my tongue a lot now. I just say what's on my mind. And again, I've gotten better on it. I'm still a work in progress. And again, just let them know. Don't, and let's say you went on a date and you're just like, oh man, I can't wait for him to call me. And then he doesn't call you for a few days. And it's like, oh, I'll call him. I've got his number. Don't reply. You know what? Just come out and say, if you don't want to see that person again, hey, you know what? Had a great time, but I don't think it's going to work out. My schedule's really busy. Oh, I'll wait. No. They just don't want. That is telling you they do not want to see you anymore. Just take it, be heartbroken for an hour or two, and move on with life. Because I hate the way people make other people feel. And I don't think they realize they're hurting people's feelings by not returning a text or returning a call. And it'll take you a few seconds. And then if you want, guess what? Delete their number. Block them. Do whatever. Because once you have said, I'm done, I'm done. It's just those gray and white lies that will not make you look like a bad person. So to say, oh, yes, I am going to be trustworthy, but you don't want to come out and say, well, you know what? That date really sucked. I hate the way you chew. Our conversations were dull. Don't do that. Just don't. That's just hurtful. Just say, I don't think it's going to work out. Plus, I'm really busy, and be done with it. Don't leave people waiting and hanging on to nothing, because it would bother me. And I know it bothers a lot of people. It would bother me for a little bit, but I'd move on because, again, life is too short. So I have noticed something with people since good old COVID pandemic has been around and obviously still around. And that's that to a certain degree, stay-at-home moms and dads, families, not all, but a lot of them, people working out of the house still, and that's what their life is. They still have a job by the grace of God, and they get to work out of the house, which is good to a certain part in their life. But a lot of people have lost their social skills. I think they've forgotten how to go out and just be sociable. And those numbers that you exchanged, keep them, because you may think in a week or two, hey, you know what? I do need to get out. I do need to make friends. I do need to be with people. Because it's so important to have people in your life and get to know people. You may wind up meeting this person and loving them, and then you might wind up just hating them. But you won't know unless you try. So where I'm getting at, if you have been at home or you are at home, make that special effort. And if someone texts you or calls you because you chose to exchange numbers and it was your idea, be polite. Reply and tell them you've just had some stuff going on in your life. Let them know that you will get back with them. Like I've said, life is too short. And people are good. People are good to be around. And see it this way. See it as a compliment that someone wants to be around you. They picked you. And they want to be around you and get to know you. Get to know your wonderful personality and how amazing you are, because we all know how amazing we are. And let's show them how wonderful we are. So don't hesitate to get back in touch with someone you just met. How wonderful we would have it if we would all just try to get along. Am I a liar? Yes, I hate to say that, but yes, I have lied. And yes, I will probably continue to lie to not hurt people's feelings. And I said, no, I'm not a liar, but we all tell a little lie every so often. Because if I see Aunt Matilda in a moo-moo and she should not be in that moo-moo, I will not tell her that. I'm going to say, you know what? I just love the pattern on that dress. And she will be gracious. And she will say thank you. Now, if you're really, really close to Aunt Matilda, then you can go ahead and say, Aunt Matilda, that dress looks hideous on you. So, pick your poison to be nice or not to be nice. Anyway, so that's my thought process on lying. And I hope you learned a few things about how lies are so colorful. They're different colors of the rainbow. So, be good to yourself. Be good to people. Meet people, and if you don't, then don't exchange phone numbers. Until next week, this is Henrie. Go find your blessings. And remember, let's all try to be trustworthy. Thank you for listening to Ticket to Life.